Okay. Okay. Got a new, if you want to know what's going on, my new laptop is doing a little funkadelical. This is a work in progress. I'm going to see next week if if there's something that can be done with this. Maybe it needs a new battery, but how can it be since I'm using the adapter? Hello, guys. Okay, we'll just keep this going here. Uh, we're going to continue this. Hopefully, Mandy and Peter will be any moments now. Hello, how you doing? Okay, did you know that a Lakers show is coming? For those of you that didn't know, no, not that Lakers show or that other Lakers show, a different Lakers show. It's Lakers inspired. This Lakers show is a comedy and will air on Netflix. Per the Hollywood Reporter, Mindy Kaling will serve as the executive producer of the untitled comedy, and Jeannie Buss is getting an executive producer credit. Brief summary of the series. Netflix describes the series, which comes as HBO is moving a scripted drama following the team's historic 1980s squad known as Showtime, as following Eliza Reed, the governor of fictional team, as she navigates NBA ownership and family drama with her best friends by her side. Modern Family grad Elaine Coe will pen the script, executive produce, and serve as a showrunner on the 10-episode comedy. Kaling, who's already has a comedy, Never Have I Ever, set up at Netflix, will executive produce the series via her overall deal with Warner Brothers Television. 3 Arts, Howard Klein, will also executive produce. Buss, who serves as the controlling owner of the Lakers. Hey Wyatt, how you doing, man? After her father, Jerry Buss, passed away, will also executive produce alongside Linda Rambis, who serves as the team's executive director. Rambis, one of Buss's closest friends, has worked with the team since '79, is married to former Laker and 4-time NBA champ Kurt Rambis. Jordan Rambis, the son of Kurt and Linda, and the head of development at Impresario Entertainment, will also executive produce the series. Now, HBO has had a series on the Showtime Lakers in development for years now. While most was completed, no release date was revealed. A 9-part Laker docu-series, which also has involvement from the team, like the Netflix series, will premiere in 2022. If you can, Wyatt, let Mandy and Peter know we're back on. Yay! And if they're coming, hi, how are you? The series will premiere in 2022. How you doing? Yeah, she was hanging out a lot. Yeah, Jeannie Buss hanging out with David B. McClain in the early days of WoW. I remember those. I remember that. All 3 series seem quite different, and it seems like they all appeal to different audiences, but if they all end up premiering within weeks or months of each other next year, well, all 3 just end up fighting with themselves and possibly live Laker games for viewers. Who knows? All right. It's a newish laptop, folks. Bear with the lovely technology. Robert Griffin III is drawing interest from ESPN and Fox, with both networks bidding for his services to be a color commentator. Let's see. What else is going on here? Yeah. Okay. And NBC is asking $6 million for Super Bowl 56 30-second commercial. Wow. That much for a commercial? Whoa, nice. Okay. Let's get you over to some soccer. Yeah. Sukor. Hello. otherwise known as football in England. And here we go. In the European Championships, Group D, Croatia and Czech Republic tied at 1. England and Scotland tied at Bupkis. Sweden and Slovakia. Sweden beat Slovakia 1-0. At the Copa America. Chile beat Bolivia in Group 1, 1-0. In Group B, Brazil defeated Peru 4-0. In the Irish Premier Division, Bohemians, Rhapsodied, the Drogheda United 5-0. Dundalk and Longford Town. I'm living here in Longford Town. Tied at 1. St. Patrick's Athletic beats Sligo Rovers 2-0. Shamrock Rovers 4. Waterford 1. Derry City 2. Finn Harps 1. In Finland, Helsinki over Ilves 2-1. Turku over SJK 2-0. And a big hello to Mandy and Peter. Come on back, guys. Come on back. We're back on the air. We're back with part 2 of this joy and rapture that we like to call a sports show. All right, let us proceed to some sports news here. Let's see. Whoa. National Football League. Thank you. Thank you, Wyatt. All right. Well, our NFL report. Let's go to it. Bills wide receiver Cole Beasley does not agree with the NFL's new COVID-19 protocols. The league's updated guidelines announced recently. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Announced recently after with the NFL Players Association significantly loosened restrictions on players and staff who've been fully vaccinated for COVID while upholding many of 2020's requirements. Well, guess what? Beasley said he's prepared to walk away from the game over the issue, noting in his statement Friday that he's okay being forced into retirement because of his stances on COVID. Hi, I'm Cole Beasley, and I'm not vaccinated, wrote the veteran wideout, who earned second-team All-Pro honors in 2020. I'll be outside doing what I'll do. I'll be out in public. If you're scared of me, then steer clear or get vaccinated. Point blank, period. I may die of COVID, but I'd rather die happily living. I don't play for the money anymore. Find me if you want. My way of living and my values are more important to me than a dollar. Wow. That's wild, isn't it? I love my teammates, enjoy playing ball because of all the outside BS goes out the window in these moments. I just want to win the Super Bowl and enjoy these relationships that will be created along the way. I'm not going to take meds for a leg that isn't broken. I'd rather take my chances with COVID and build up my immunity that way. That is my choice based on my experiences and what I think is best. I'll play for free this year to live the life the way I've lived from day one. If I'm forced into retirement, so be it. I've enjoyed the times I've had, so either way, it's a win-win. Man, does this guy have balls. Now, lots of other NFL players, Beasley added, feel the same way, but aren't in the right place in their careers to be so outspoken. Fellow Bills receiver Isaiah McKenzie tweeted later Friday in recognition of Beasley, saying he loves to see his teammates out here fighting. On Thursday, Beasley was specifically critical of the NFL's new protocols, which require players, coaches, and staff without vaccines to follow entirely different rules than those vaccinated during training camp and preseason. Those requirements include wearing masks, practicing social distancing, undergoing daily COVID testing, refrain from any activity outside team hotels, picking up chicks and all that. And abstaining from any social media marketing opportunities. Hey, how you doing, Mandy? I don't have a problem with anybody getting the vaccine. Beasley wrote previously in May, that's your choice. My problem is everyone is ridiculing and bullying people into getting one or thinking the same way about it. It's becoming that way with any issue. This is not okay. Yes, sporty balls, take two. Maybe a take three. Cross your fingers, take two will be enough. Okay, wowzas. So we have a football player with balls saying he would rather retire than deal with the mishmash with COVID. For me, I just say this: live and let live. All right. We all know that um, LeBron James not going to be playing in for Team USA. Guys, you gave me the wrong story here. Thank you very much. Okay, we got it. We got it right. Well, the roster for Team USA for Tokyo Olympics is starting to take shape now. Portland Trailblazers guard Damian Lillard and Golden State Warrior forward Draymond Green were the first pair of players to commit. Now joining them, oh, people are going to love this. Boston Celtics All-Star forward Jason Tatum has committed to playing baseball. Yep. And now others are joining them. Committed to play for the team, according to. Hold on, what are we doing? There we go. Thank you. I love this. So far, Jason Tatum have committed to playing for a team, according to Chris Haynes of Yahoo Sports, as has Washington Wizards star guard Bradley Beal, per Shams Charania of The Athletic. Phoenix Suns guard Devin Booker is also committed to the team, per ESPN's NBA god Adrian Wojnarowski. This summer, by the way, will serve as first Olympic experience for Booker, Beal, Tatum, and Lillard. Sounds like a cheesy law firm, doesn't it? Of the 5 players that have committed so far, Green is the only one with Olympic experience. He suited up for Team USA at the Olympics in 2016. Beal, Tatum, Lillard, and Green are all available to play for Team USA after their respective NBA squads failed to make deep enough runs. Beal's Wizards, Tatum's Celtics, and Lillard's Blazers all, hey, like what? Oh, yeah. All lost the first round of the postseason, while Green's Warriors failed to qualify for the playoffs after losing to the Memphis Grizzlies in the NBA play-in tournament. Booker, on the other hand, still in the midst of a deep playoff push as the Suns are waiting to find out who they'll play in the Western Conference Finals. Team USA will be seeking its fourth, believe it or not, consecutive gold medal after taking home the gold in 2008, 2012, and 2016. Team will be led by San Antonio Spurs coach Greg Popovich. And by the way, if you ever Popovich, Popovich previously won a bronze medal as assistant coach on Larry Brown, the 2004 Olympics in Athens. Training camp, by the way, scheduled to begin July 6th in Las Vegas, Nevada, with the Olympics set to start July 23rd, we hope. The group stage of the Olympic basketball tournament will run from July 25th to August 1st, and the knockout stage will run from August 3rd to Augusto 7th. Hey, how nice. Okay, let's go for one more. Oh, by the way, can we do that? Yeah, okay. We do have a trade, very strange trade. And here it is. This happened last night. Yep. You can trade on the off season. Go figure. The Boston Celtics are getting in on the busy week across the NBA. Boston traded all-star point guard Kemba Walker, the number 16 overall pick in this year's draft, and a 2025 second-round pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Al Horford, Moses Brown, and a 2023 second-round draft pick. The Celtics have recently been trying to trade Kemba Walker, who dealt with injuries the last 2 seasons with the team. You want to do fantasy football, Mandy? Oh boy. This year, um, I think this is about the 16th year. Me, my mom, and of course, Uno, in her second year. Let's see, me and my mom, we pick football games. And she's beaten me, I think, about 16 years in a row. Are there any teams named after possums? I don't think so. No, there are not. So you got the Mandy Possums. There's a team. There's a team named the Mandy Possums. Anyway, so Kemba has 2 years and 73.6 mil remaining on his contract. So with that is going to be the Mandy Summers Possums. That would be a good fantasy football team. The Mandy Marauders, even better. My fantasy football team, Lugnut Bombers. But I think this year, I'll name a team after Uno. The Uno Mice. It's got a nice ring to it. Mandy Muskrats. Muskrat love. Oi, oi. Okay. We've done all the news. But are we done? No. Hell no. Heck no. We're not done. No. We've got a little thing called, ladies and gentlemen, your wrestling thing here. Let's see, where are we? Thank you very much. Our wrestling report, of course, sponsored in part by the fun-loving people at Wrestling Inc. It was Friday Night Dynamite over there at the Daily Place. Let's start off with Jake Hager with Chris Jericho versus Wardlow with Shawn Spears in an MMA rules cage fight. Wardlow had his back turned to Hager as he comes into the cage. 3 5-minute rules. Hi there, thank you. You wanna perk up here? Come on. No, we don't want to talk about the ultimate cutting edge BMW. Let's get to the result. Thank you. Well, due to the playoffs on TNT, they moved Dynamite to Friday. Now next week, Dynamite will be live on Saturday night, TNT, 8 o'clock. Again, because of the NBA playoffs. AEW is only on Friday for a few weeks because of the NBA playoffs on TNT. Let's see. 3 5-minute rules, no judges. Only way to win is a knockout, TKO, or submission. For those of you that have seen MMA fights, you know the cheesy rules. There are no touching of the gloves before the fight starts. Both throwing a few shots, nothing landing early on. Hager pops Wardlow with a punch to the face, knocks him with a kick to the leg. Hager goes for a takedown, but Wardlow just lifts and throws Hager away. Hager with a double leg takedown, the backs away from it, almost taunting Wardlow. This is a worked MMA fight for those wondering. Not really real. Come on. Pete says, I want a cage fight against Mandy. Set her straight on the boss around here. I think we all know who the boss is. It's a Southern belle. I have learned this from my days visiting my relatives in Alabama. You don't mess with Southern women. They will kick you in the special place and you will keep feeling it for about a month. I guarantee you that will happen. Wardlow took full mount. What's he do? Oh, yeah, he hits another takedown, grounded pound for a moment, hops back to his feet. Wardlow with a big shot that drops Hager. Hager back up but gets stuffed against the cage. Wardlow lifts and drops Hager to the mat. Hager back up, and both are throwing wild haymakers at each other as the first round ticks down. Wardlow with a springboard Superman punch. Hager getting on his bike as Wardlow chases him down and swings away. It was close, but the bell rung to save Hager. Wardlow runs and tries for a flying knee, but nobody home. Hager selling damage from that first round, but gets a waist lock that gets transitioned to a wrist lock by Wardlow. Wardlow took full mount and throws shots, but nothing is landing too clean. Wardlow tries to cross arm breaker, but Hager scrambles out of it into a half mount. He throws some elbows down into Wardlow's ribs, then tries for an arm breaker of his own. Hager switches to a triangle choke, but Wardlow with a mini power bomb to break the hold. Hager with an ankle lock about the halfway mark of round 2. Wardlow with an upper kick to stop that. Wardlow catches a kick, power bomb into the cage wall. Hurricanrana. Jeez, a Hurricanrana? Wow. He jumps down on Wardlow, but Hager gets the head arm triangle locked in. Wardlow gets him up on his shoulders. Hager slips out, drops Wardlow, locks in the head arm triangle again, and Wardlow fades away while giving a middle finger to Jericho. Jake Hager won that match, which is not bad. The post-match was more fun. Hager went to give Wardlow a fist bump. Spears runs in, drops Hager. Jericho jumps in the cage and gets attacked by both Pinnacle members. The four pair off until MJF runs into the cage and rips off Jericho's arm pad. He then locks in a Fujiwara armbar on it, and Jericho taps out. Dean Malenko gets in and shoves MJF off Jericho. MJF initially doesn't want to attack Malenko, but ends up giving him a forearm shot. Referees help Malenko. Sammy Guevara comes into the cell, knocks down Spears, but MJF runs away from Guevara. MJF, for those of you that don't know, MJF, his one claim to fame is an appearance on the Rosie O'Donnell show. If you go to YouTube, put down MJF Rosie O'Donnell, you'll be able to see the segment. Let's see. Hello. Alcinon. Come on. Up. Uppies. I love this. You get more out of this big one. All right, come on. Boop. Come on. Okay, you going to help me out here? Fine, thank you. Have I told you all about the time I saw Chuck's testy? No, you didn't. And how big was it? Okay. Let's give you let's give you the other matches here, if we can. It was just dangling there. Wasn't that a Christmas song? I saw Chuck's testes. La, la, la. Oh, sorry. Okay. It was definitely out there. It was saying hi. Hi, how are you? I'm Chuck's testy. I'd like to be your friend. Okay, there we go. Hey. At Chuck's testy. Now he's on Maury Povich tomorrow. I don't know if he's dead. Anyway. I saw Mommy kissing Santa's testy. Anyway. Enough of that. Let's rock and ride here. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky took on Darby Allin in a handicap match. The winner of that one was Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. But you got to admit, Darby held on for as long as he could. He did pretty good on his own. Sting, as requested by Darby, nowhere in sight. Orange Cassidy with Best Friends and Chris Statlander took on Cesar Bonini with the Wingmen. Cassidy gets lifted off his feet, sent into the corner. Benoni with some big shots on his opponent. He then threw off Cassidy's jacket, then launches him on the floor. The wingman tried to make Cassidy look pretty with spray tan or spay tan. You want nachos, but I'm too lazy to drive. Oh, God, wouldn't that be nice to have nachos? Nice little nachos, little burger, little cheese, sour cream. Anyway, Orange Cassidy won that match via pinfall. We had Cody Rhodes and Arn Anderson's kid, Brock Anderson, with, of course, the self-named Arn Anderson taking on QT Marshall and Aaron Solo with Nick Comoroto. And the winner of that one was Cody Rhodes and Brock Anderson. Brock Anderson Brock Anderson is sort of the young version of his father. Let's see, Wyatt had a barbecue sandwich and French fries. It was awesome. We had we had somewhat of a very unusual supper here tonight. We had pasta salad, veggies, and pears. That's right. Let's see. We had Julie Hart with the Varsity Blondes taking on Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford won that with a submission hold. By the way, June 30th. You sure? Oh, Wednesday, June 30th. Let's see. The women's champion, Britt Baker, DMD, taking on, and Rebel taking on Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero. Wow. More matches for Wednesday, June 30th. Miro, the champion, will take on Brian Pillman Jr. with Griff Garrison and Julia Hart for the AEW TNT Championship. MJF will take on Sammy Guevara. And we went to the main event. Penta El Zero Medio, Frankie Kazarian and Eddie Kingston with Alex Abrantes taking on Good Brothers and Matt Jackson with Don Callis, who goes to the commentary booth. And everything was going Don's team's way. Matt Jackson, Good Brothers via pinfall won that one. Ouch. And that was your Friday night Dynamite. Don't forget, next week it'll be Saturday Night Dynamite, 8 o'clock Eastern on TNT. And while we're on the subject, yes, friends, there is more details on the first AEW World Title replicas. Mandy says, I got the belt and everything. I use Material Girl for my intro song, Shake My Butt, Kick Butt, Win Championships. That's me. If you think I'm going to say something funny after reading that, you're crazy. But tonight's AEW Friday Night Dynamite and TNT had a big old announcement that I think Mandy, Wyatt, Peter, maybe moi, might just be interested in. Whoa. Okay, get ready for this. The Saturday Night Dynamite show on June 25th will be headlined by Jungle Boy versus Kenny Omega, AEW World Title on the line. And there's a preview of it. Get back there. Thank you. There'll be let's see. Yeah, there'll be a preview of it on WrestlingInc.com. AEW announced that their first ever world title replica belts. That's right. Let's see. Peter Gilmore says my intro song would be "The Streak" by Ray Stevens. Boogity boogity. Oh, oh yes, they call it the streak. Boogity boogity. Are you naked? I love that song. Now, pre-orders will begin for the world title replica belts June 23rd at 12 noon Eastern Time. AEW also noted that the product page for replica belts on shopaew.com will answer many questions fans are having, including details on size, weight, and shipping. It's not live right now, but would you like to know the price of the replica belts? $700. Or for accuracy, ladies and gentlemen, $699.99. $699.99. So you might as well say $700. Hachimachi. That's a lot. Ray Stevens is great. I got to tell you, his best song has got to be the Squirrel Went Berserk at a Baptist church. The day the squirrel went berserk. That's right. $700, Wyatt. That is correct. It shocked me. Okay. We got some WWE news for you. The WWE Raw Roulette is likely returning soon. Andrew Zarian of the Mat Men podcast reports that Raw Roulette is more than likely to happen in 2021. King of the Ring is expected for this year. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. We got to do a SmackDown review because we had a big old pile of SmackDown tonight. In fact, do we have the resultage? I think we do. Let's get the results for SmackDown. If we got it here. Where is... thank you, boys. Yes. Everyone knows CM Punk is my favorite wrestler, but he doesn't wrestle anymore. Well, that's true. He's now an actor. He's got, as we all know, he's got a movie coming out. Ray Stevens, he rocks. Surfing USSR. Of course, his one favorite is trying to remember his one favorite song. Everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. By the way, if you ever want to see Ryan's videos, obviously go to YouTube. Here we go. We got your SmackDown results. And we go first to Commander Aziz and WWE Intercontinental Champion Apollo Crews versus Big E and Kevin Owens. The winner of that was Commander Aziz and Apollo Crews. Very nice. Oh, well. He wrote Purple People Eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. Battle for the Crown, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin. And we have a new King of the Ring, folks. It's Shinsuke Nakamura. If that's not enough, we got Otis versus Angelo Dawkins. We're going to give you the result of that one. Well, let's put it this way. It was Otis that won that one. Wow. Otis won that one. Yeah, that was cool. And